Testing, testing, testing. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, I want to talk about one of our vehicles, more specifically the 2016 Mustang GT, the black one with, the controversial 6-speed automatic. And I want to tell you in this video all the money we put into this, down to the cheap, aesthetic stuff like the button right here and the LED lights, And I want to know personally if you think if it was worth it. If spending $3,000 worth of small things was worth it rather than buying a very expensive exhaust system or a pair of new tires and rims or hell, even a supercharger, which they go for like 5 to 10 grand. Obviously, I'm gonna try to remember everything we put into this, within the 3-year span. And don't worry, I'm gonna have a list just in case if I get everything with the prices and everything. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna have like the total, everything we spent. And I want to know, like I said, if you think spending all this money on small things was worth it. And I personally believe it's worth it. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to start with one of the obvious mods, which is this air-raid cold air intake. And like I said, I'm gonna have the screen, the prices on the screen of everything I'm going over. So the intake, and I really like this thing. Personally, people say it doesn't make a difference, doesn't have a change in horsepower. I don't know. I don't know, but I think it does. Better throttle response, I guess. And I guess it makes the engine breathe better. And then the next thing we got, well, this is not in a chronological order, of course. This is like, easiest access for the camera. JLT oil separator, which, I don't know, $120 to $130. Amazing. I really think you should get an oil separator the first thing. It doesn't have to be JLT, obviously. It could be any other brand, but I really think this is a very important mod you should get on a new vehicle so you don't have the, all that nasty crud going back in your engine. And then, what else we got? Oh, yes, the short tire brace. Unfortunately, we didn't get the car with a short tire brace. Usually some of these packages don't have a short tire brace, and this one didn't come with it, so we bought this one. Now, one thing that sucks about this short tire brace, which is like the OEM one, I think, is that American Muscle, I don't believe they sell them anymore. I tried buying it again, and they're trying to like push me to buy the more expensive one, which is like $230. And I don't know about you, but I don't believe a short tire brace is worth $230. I think it was a GT350 one, which was pretty crazy. And if you do buy this, like the OEM package one, it comes with the cowl extension brace, something like that, or there's like another brace that goes through here, which I think was worth it for like, I believe $170. Next thing we've done, or like I said, not in chronological order, but was we bought these red line tuning hood struts. They're pretty steep in price, but I think they're worth it. Very easy to install. I heard from a lot of people that the cheaper versions, and I'm not calling out any companies, but they were like the holes weren't aligning properly, and it was very hard for them to how do I say this, to get it right, And then, we done like a couple of aesthetic things, which didn't really make a difference, but it's not here because we'll have a story behind that. Well, we had a splitter, $100 splitter right here. It was very tiny, $100. Nah, I don't think it was worth it because, well, when I think my brother was driving it, I guess he was, romping on this thing hard, and the splitter came off, and I believe he said it came off, and it like, the entire car just shredded the splitter. It went all the way back here, and it just popped out over there all shredded up, which kind of sucked. So there goes $100 down the freeway. And like I said, I don't think it was worth it. But next thing we bought was the GT350 winglets, something like that, I believe. I believe they were $80. I can't remember, but they looked nice initially, but then we thought about it. Oh, he thought about it, and he said it looked a bit tunerish, which he didn't like, so he took that out. And they're in the garage now, so if anybody wants them, you can hit us up. But what else did we do? Oh, yes. We did this. I don't consider it a mod, but it was like $20. It was matte vinyl. Got American Muscle. Like I said, most of the stuff, or I didn't say this, but most of the stuff, the mods we bought, it was either from American Muscle or CJ Pony Parts, which I like those companies because everything is all in one store. Makes it a lot easier modifying. So, I believe, oh yes, we got a cane member brace. I can't remember I believe it's from Steeda. It's just like a giant steel rod that goes through the chassis and connects it to the other side, kind of like a strut tire brace but under your car. And we got Steeda jacking rails, which honestly, like I said, you should, I didn't say it, I gotta stop saying that. You should definitely get it when you first buy your vehicle. If you're into modifying, you should definitely get the Steeda jacking rails, because they make jacking this car up a lot easier. And then we're gonna move on to the back, which is we spent most of our money on the rear suspension, because you know, a lot of the OEM Ford stuff weren't I don't know how to say this, like, it's not the best. So we changed out all the crappy steel, stamped out steel, aluminum parts. I don't know what material they made out of, but we replaced it, all of it, with billet aluminum parts. For example, we got the vertical links, I think from Boomba, adjustable rear toe links from, I don't know where from, but we got those. And then we have we got steel rotors for here, or slotted rotors. What else did we get from the back? Oh, we got Coney rear shocks. And what else do we have? Man. Oh, yes, that's right. Steeda IRS subframe bushings and Steeda rear differential bushings, which definitely, like, those mods alone make a giant difference. Like, I could easily, this car launches much, much harder with all the mods just in the back. And unfortunately, these tires definitely suck for that. Like, they spin every time you try to launch it, because like the stiff is so hard. The rear suspension is so stiff that it's just like it can't, like the tire can't plant the horsepower, which kind of sucks. But LED lights, I love these things. They make the car look a bit more modern. You can see the giant strip through it. The OEM one has like a halogen bulb. And then the back, we got a reverse light LED. And well, the first things we did to this car, very first thing, was a full LED conversion. Here's one. Like, the kit was awesome because it wasn't too expensive, didn't break the bank, but it sure changed up the car. As you can see, everything was converted to LED. The glove compartment. I really think this is something that Ford should have came, like, from the factory, all LED. Makes, like, I don't know, that's my personal opinion. Halogen bulbs make the car look old. Don't really like halogen bulbs. I believe I covered everything. Well, I don't think I covered this, but this was given to us. Awesome. Very awesome. I can't think of anything else we've done. Oh. Yeah, I believe that's it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have the entire list on the screen. And I want to know, like I said in the beginning of the video, was it worth spending all this money on little tiny things that I personally believe made a difference to the car? And if you think, already I sound like a broken record now, if you think it was worth it spending, like I said, I haven't done the calculations yet, but I do have a list of everything we kept on all the vehicles. If you think $2,000 to $3,000, I'm going to estimate was worth it. And now, as you can see, it doesn't look like we've done much. Like, I don't see, like, if you were to come up with to me and, were to, like, race me, it doesn't, like, you don't see any difference. And do you think it was worth it? If you like this video, go ahead and drop a like, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you later.